Hi everybody, Mr. Caldwell here. Welcome to Summer School Chemistry. Wanted to walk through a couple of the facets of the course for you here. Just glancing at my notes so I make sure I hit on all the points I want to communicate with you. So hopefully you're looking at the screen. This is what you're going to see when you first come into the Canvas class. And I've got it broken out by weeks. And you want to make sure that you're working week by week by week. Each week you have to earn a certain number of points in order to get credit for the work for that week. And it's real important that you earn what would be called a passing score in order to get the grade bump for your summer school time. And in order to do that, you're going to have to earn 70% of the points available. And I'll show you how that's easily found out as we move through this. So let me just run you through a couple of things here. Obviously for week one, you want to start here, and I've tried to break it out to give you rough guidelines as to what you should be doing on what days. So you're going to click on the introduction here. Some information, my email address. Messaging me in Canvas is a great way to get in touch with me if you need to contact me. I'm going to create a separate video about how we can do some one-on-one conferences. But basically, you're going to want to work through each of these things as sequentially as you can. And so here I've got, there'll be a link to a syllabus. It'll give you a little bit of information about the course. And I might hit on some of those elements there as we walk through this video. But so here for week one, and I'll try and do this for each week, you're going to have to earn 207 out of the 296 points available in order to get credit for the week's work. All right. I'm here to help you get those points. That is my goal. All right. I want every single one of you to be successful. All right, so you can sort of scroll through and see what we have here. The first week we've got two sort of subunits. We've got a unit on the atom, and then if we go a little bit further down, we've got a unit on descriptive chemistry. And unfortunately, I've got that one locked up right now, but I've got this one so that you can see sort of how the course will actually run. So if I go back to the home page, you can also access those modules by clicking on the atoms link here, and that'll take you to everything about the atom. Or you could go back and we've got the descriptive chemistry. So this is the week's work, and because the thing that's unlocked right now is the atom. All right, so let me just run through a couple of things for you. All right, so I try to put some words there that will explain what you're supposed to be doing. So let's explore the atom, begin with the lab build an atom assignment, follow the instructions. So you would just click on this, right? And we'll be doing several assignments that look like this. So this is a nice example. You can see when it's due, all right? All assignments must be turned in by midnight of the Sunday evening at the end of the week. All right, so this week one stuff that you're working on, you have until Sunday night at midnight, and then everything gets locked down and you can't access it anymore. Now, obviously, something comes up, you've got an issue with a health of a family member, health of yourself, work with me. I will work with you, but we want to try and keep everything. Week one is done at Sunday at midnight. You can then see how many points it's worth, and then you really have to read the instructions here, guys. All right, so to open the lab sheet, look just below the black simulation image, click on the button that says Load Lab Build an Atom in New Window. So I'm going to come down here, Load Lab Build an Atom in New Window. I really tried to write it so that if you read it, you're going to be able to see exactly what you're supposed to see. Now, unfortunately, because I'm in student view for this, it's not letting the Google Doc pop up. But in essence, what you would see is there's a Google document that you will then just type directly into. Now, real important item here. And if there's any technical issues, don't hesitate to send me either an email or a message as soon as you get to it. I'll be on the computer checking things. There should be, once this Google document pops up, all right, there should be in the top corner, it'll either be the left or the right, a submit button. Don't click the submit button until you're actually done with the document, all right? Once you click that submit button, it submits your work so that I can grade it. You probably want to also make a copy, all right, which is up there under File. You should be able to make a copy, and it would store a copy of that into your Google Drive, all right? Now, I'd like to be able to show that to you, but because of the way that the computer is set up, it's not letting me. So that's actually where the lab sheet would be, where you would be putting in your work that's to be submitted. All right, so we've got the document open, let's say, and now it says you record your answers in that Google document, you'll submit it electronically, okay. Now, then what are we accessing? We're playing around with the simulation. There's two ways to access the simulation. One is right here in Canvas itself, all right? So I can click on the atom here and I can do exactly what the simulation has you do. But if you don't like looking at it in sort of this small window, all right, a couple of different ways around that. If you go out here, I did give you a link, and that'll take you to the actual, it'll create a tab on your browser, and now it's much bigger. So maybe that's useful to you, maybe it's not, all right? But what you'll do is you'll have your Google Doc, and again, I'm not showing it because of technical difficulties here. You would be typing into your Google Doc, and you would be playing around with the simulation here, all right? So that gives you an idea of how to go about sort of, we'll have a couple of assignments that are like this. All right, so that's a particular assignment. Now let's go ahead and see if I can get to, and it's not letting me, I'm gonna have to move my screen for a second, excuse me. All right. Okay, now this is an important point that I need everybody to be aware of. Each day, all right, that you are taking summer school, you need to take attendance. You need to make sure that you show that you are present, all right? And so this is your attendance survey, all right? And so what you would do is you would just go in here. I logged into Canvas today to check for announcements and to see my assignment. That's either true or false. This attendance quiz is only available on the day of whatever day it is. So on Monday, July 20th, you want to make sure that you get this done and turned in. Right? So we would click true and we click submit, and that would be wonderful. All right. Now these attendance quizzes are located in each of these modules at roughly a good stopping point for each day. So if you hit the attendance, right, you know that you're pretty much done for that day if you're kind of trying to keep up day by day. I know that not everybody works that way, but I'm highlighting this that now Tuesday, you've got a bunch of videos to watch, all right? So at the end of those videos, you've got your attendance for Tuesday, all right? Again, you'll only be able to access those on the day that you're supposed to be able to access them, all right? All right, so let's go back here and show you just a couple of other things here, and then we'll be on our way, I think. So we now know how to navigate the course, all right? We've got the units broken out by week. I've talked to you about what the grades are going to look like, all right? On these videos, let me just share this with you real fast. So if I click on video number 1, and this is not for all these videos, but it is for some, all right? Sometimes you know and I know that you can watch a video, not pay any attention to it whatsoever. And unfortunately, because I'm in student view again, it's not showing me exactly how it would look for you guys. But what you'll end up with is the video will pop up here. Video will pop up, and you will play the video through, and there will be points along the way in the video that you have to answer questions. The questions are pretty straightforward. They're just ways to check on whether or not you're engaged and paying attention to what the concepts are that the video is covering. They do count for points. This one's worth 13 points. So again, if you're trying to make sure that you get up and over that threshold, do the questions and do them right, all right? I'm here to help you, all right? This is to try to get you to get a little bit more of an understanding of the stuff in this course, all right? That's my goal. Okay, so let me go back here. What else did I want to talk about here? I think that about takes care of it. So obviously, attendance each day, super important. As you move through the Wednesday, Thursday time period here, I've given you a little bit of a bonus opportunity. Do it, don't do it, doesn't matter to me, but you can earn some extra credit if that's something that you think you might need. At the end of each sort of unit, there is a quiz of some sort. So in this case, your quiz, and I don't know that I've unlocked this. Yeah, it's locked up because I don't want you guys to see the quiz before you take it. In essence, if you're not sure what it is that you're supposed to do, look through Canvas carefully, all right? Some of these things have a submit item. That means you must submit it, all right? Some of them are view only, which means that you have to view it, right? And so you would just click on that and it would take you to the video that you're supposed to look at. I think that that's pretty much all the stuff that I wanted to show you. One last thing that is a useful skill, and I think many of you know how to do it. There will be instances where you have to do a little screen capture of an image and insert it into a Google document. So just remember to do a screen capture on a Mac, you're going to hit Shift, Command, and the number 4. And I've just done that on my computer, and you'll notice that it's now sort of a crosshairs. So if I had something interesting in this, and I just wanted to grab a quick picture of it, I click and drag, and then it saves it as a screenshot file name on your desktop. And so you can, and it says screenshot, the date, and the time. So you can access those things, insert it into your document. If you have technical difficulties with any of that, send me a message. We'll set up a quick one-on-one, and I can help you through that. Okay, too long, but I wanted to give you guys some information. Welcome to class, and don't hesitate to get in touch if you have any questions. I'll see you guys around. Take care.